Hey, this is Jacob, the of TeamDeucezWild. I just want to do a breakdown of my deck DarkHopless. So just to show you how it works, I mean, everyone has probably heard more of the Disaster Dragon deck, which is the more consistent build and more popular build because it usually wins more. I just like running this deck because it pisses people off. It lets me win really fast if I have something good. So first, I want to show you the powerhouses of this deck. Probably the most broken dragons ever. The Red Eyes Darkest Metal Dragons. You know, basically have no summoning cost at all. Basically, I mean, just easy as I like to bring out. Can come out from anything. It's supposed to summon stuff from my hand or graveyard. I mean, it's just basically the most overpowered dragon I've ever seen, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do anything about it. The reason is, I mean, it's not like the best deck ever, so they probably won't do anything about them. I use 2 Red Eyes Wyverns to basically get him out from the graveyard. I only like running 2 instead of 3 because 3 I kind of find is too much for like drawing if I need more important cards, and I special summon my Red Eyes Metals too easily from other stuff. I use 2. I'm not sure if you can see the other one. Phantom and Chaoses. They let me copy stuff from the graveyard, which but they're basically only here to copy the effect of Sky Scourge Norlaris. He's the guy he's basically my win condition. If I'm like an entire gen, or if I just want to do it because I can, I use his ability with Phantom of Chaos to blow up everything, leaving my opponent defenseless so I can still play from the graveyard. I have 3 of these, but I'm only using 2 at the moment. I'll probably use 3 in my Dragon Nord deck, which is a really fast version and meant to win on like the second turn you go. These are basically just the beaters in the deck that I can use as trade-ins, bring out with Red Eyes just for 3,000 more damage. It's hard to get around. Here's my lifesaver of the deck, Prime Material Dragon. Basically like a Stardust Dragon, but you know, you don't have to sink for him, and you can use his ability as many times as you want per turn. So, you know, just discard a card. Really good against burn decks too, keeps you alive, hurts them more. Dark Arm Dragon, really easy to bring out this deck because I control the amount of darks in the graveyard. Just pop them out, change the game. Really easy to have 5 darks in my graveyard at once. I mean, it's so serious how many times I can just top deck this, change the game in one move, and my opponent doesn't even see it coming. Dark Reference to ditch more darks in the graveyard if I need them. Like Skyster Snorlax, I can special summon him, then normal summon Phantom Chaos to blow up everything. Really good with Plague Spreader Zombie to bring out my Brionic. You know, just to clear the field for more OTKs. Quilcamere Drago. I still have a lot of dragons in my deck. I just make sure this is the last thing I special summon. I use it against, you know, just a 4-star beater if I need to, or I use it against Leicester Darks to shut them down. Morphing Jar, really good if I don't have a hand. I mean, it sometimes leads to my demise too, but most times it's my win condition as well. Lightning Artist Dragon is really easy with how much I can special summon in this deck. Just get him out, and it stalls for like 1 or 2 turns, or just let me see win completely. Over here, I have my spell cards with my 3 trade-ins, because I have 7 or 8 cards. I think it's 8 at the moment. No, it's 7 that are level 8. And I can just use it with that, draw 2 cards, Pot of Avarice. I usually find myself more monsters in the graveyard that I don't need in my graveyard. Like if I need to send Dark Arm Dragon back, go to the Dark Creator, Lightning Artist Dragon, Morphing Jar. Here I got a Prohibition. Austin just kind of convinced me to throw that in there last tournament in case I play Gravekeepers, so I can just Prohibition, Necro Valley, and it kind of gives me an upper side. I only use 1 DDR. 2, I kind of find that if I earn 2, I'll just draw 1 when I don't need 1 the most. If I have 1, I can just use it to hold on to when I actually need the most. Future Fusion, usually basically only need to get out FGD, but most people understand that I just use it to dump dragons in the graveyard. I mean, this comes out, they destroy, I'm like, yeah, whatever, so. Card destruction, a lot of monsters, I really don't care if they're in the graveyard or not, just ditch them, draw more. Lower Darkness and Full Burial. First Burial helps me get that 1 dragon in the graveyard I need, or Skyscraper Journalist to blow up. Other Darkness, lots of darks, and also goes with DDR. 2-hand instructions, I don't like running a 3rd, because that's just too much discarding, and I usually don't find myself in the end having that many cards to discard, and I need most of them too. So, Monster Reborn, Giant Grenade. This thing saves my life so many times. It's not even funny. Lets me OTK. So, Monster Reborn. You know, pretty basic. Gold Sarcophagus lets me get that Feature Fusion. I could run 2, but I just don't like to because I always find myself finding something I like don't need to Monster Reborn. 3 Upstart Goblins. I mean, it doesn't really matter how much damage I deal. I'm just always going to buy it. 3 Royal Decrees saves my life against mostly everything. I love when they destroy one Royal Decree. I already have one face down. I just reflip it over so that they just get annoyed by it. My extra deck is pretty wimpy right now, but it's basically all I need.